Hello, guys. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's your man, The Revelation. Welcome to Proud Listeners Movement Foundation, here where we're going to be talking about some certain topics and sensitive topics that most people don't really want to be talking or sharing about. And sometimes for introverts, something that is in our mind, we might not say it loud, but we keep having it in mind and we don't have answers to it. So tune in, listen out, and then I'll see you on each and every episode that I'll be dropping. You know what I mean? So yeah. So now let's dive into our topic. This one has something to do with relationships. Like if you're in a relationship, shout out to you. But yeah, let's just go and dive into it, man. So our topic for today goes on like this: attention is not love. Yes, sir. Attention is not love. That's our topic for today, man. So I seen all the people uh who are in relationships. Well, everybody gets in a relationship at some point. And a it's kind of misunderstood with the females because with the females they say attention is love because that's the only thing that they all be talking about. Like for those who are in a relationship, obviously you can see why you can understand this because most females be like, oh, you're not giving me attention, or you're not doing this and that, you know what I mean? So everything in them, the umbrella term of it is attention, right? So you as a man sometimes you don't have to feel trapped with the word attention. Why am I saying this? Because sometimes you can love someone and not be able to give them attention. Why? Because uh you're trying to shape your life. Well, that doesn't mean that you if you're trying to get your life in order, you can't be in a relationship. No, you have to be in a relationship if you want to. But what I'm trying to say is that when women start talking about attention, it's because they're saying that what you're doing is very progressive, and they're trying to destroy that because a minute or an hour of your time, it's a minute and hour time that you have lost that you could have been doing something to contribute into the relationship, either financially or physically. You understand what I'm trying to say? Why did I say financially or physically? Because she needs attention for an hour. What are you going to be doing? Sitting down and talk? Having sports or having a banter or whatever that you'll be doing just for 2 minutes? Well, because it doesn't last long though. Yeah, for 2 minutes, going out, grabbing ice cream and all that. What is that going to bring to you? Nothing, right? Instead of the minute and the hour that you should have been trying to transform your life to shape it into something. Physically, maybe you should be at the gym working out, keep yourself fit. Financial wise, you could have been trying to see how you can manage to get the money so you can be able to support your woman. But most women seem not to understand that sometimes you can be willing to give them attention, but you have a little attention to give because maybe you're still young. You're not a pensioner yet. You're still young. You're not retired. You're still trying to thrive because you're trying to build a better future for your kids. So sometimes that attention thing is bullshit, man. Of course, everybody needs attention, but attention is limits. But our females, in fact, females in particular, they don't seem to understand that sometimes attention just doesn't happen. Do you know sometimes a woman can even break up with you because you're not giving them attention? But you can be doing all the things that man is doing. Maybe you going out sometime, you having a quality time together because that's the only time that you can spare. That's the only time that you can spare. The utmost of that's the utmost of attention that you can literally give her. The rest of your attention as a man has to be focusing on getting the bag, getting the money, man. I know it's kind of difficult out there, but let's just be real with each other, man. Them females don't like broke niggas, bro. Them females don't be liking broke ass niggas, man. I don't wanna lie, this shit is real, man. This is happening right now, man. The world we're going to, if you ain't got bag, man, it's struggle out there, man. I'm not saying I got bag, but sometimes as a man, you gotta involve yourself into something, man. You have to involve yourself into something, man. You know, just to protect who you are, to protect the manhood inside of you. You know, but in other words, man, attention is in love. We have to get this right to females, man. Attention is in love. As long as I'm there for you, I'm doing everything for you, and you're lacking nothing or whatever. Don't bring about this attention bullshit, man. Because the only attention I can give to you is the only attention that I can spare off of my time. Because if I'm sitting down, we seeing each other every fucking day, man, and forgive my language, we're seeing each other every F day, and if she goes down, you're gonna remind me how broke I am, man. Just because I choose to forget about what my goal was, what I had to do in life, just to give you attention. And now you're throwing all them words at me that you're not doing nothing. You know, all them other homies, they're out there hustling and doing with all them kind of things that they be doing, but and you just here and you should go out and do something, but you intend to forget that you wanted attention. I'm giving you attention. So now it's a problem. So in other words, bro, this doesn't only go to man. Uh, we're not criticizing females right here, but we're just trying to explain this how it's being done in this world. That sometimes our females we have to literally tell them that attention isn't love, man. Attention isn't love. We have to respect each other to a point whereby we have to understand that if we go out, if we do whatever we do, yeah, same applies to men. Sometimes men be like, "Oh, I need your attention," blah blah blah. Well, um, I mean that would be for well-off people, like they ain't busy enough. They can create a schedule, but for a F gangster, for a F nigga who's trying to make it in life, man, you ain't got time. Time isn't on your side. You ain't got time, bro. You gotta get that bag. And that bag is the only way for you to be who you really want to be, to stabilize your life in a comfortable way of living, for you to actually be able to offer attention to a woman. You know. So yeah, whenever I start talking about them topics, like I go into deep with it because sometimes like we are misunderstood when it comes to this type of things that you know our females feel like we don't like giving them attention, but we do. But we're trying to build something. And as a man, it's kind of difficult when you're trying to build a life for your kids. Let's say if you're a father of sons, yeah, well, you will understand the pain. You know, you're trying to shape a man. You're trying to shape yourself as a man that you would want him to grow up to be. And then that takes time, that takes strength. You have to risk it all, man. You have to leave something that he's gonna be like, my dad literally did this for me, and that takes time. That takes all of you. You're waking up stressed. You're waking up trying so hard to make things work. You're waking up and you're just trying to strive. You know, which is why sometimes if you had to take a look at most most males, most boy child, they most of their fathers die early, bro. If you have to take a look, like most fathers who got sons, like their firstborns or whatever, man, them niggas be dying early, bro. Why? Because sometimes you're trying everything you can, you're risking it all, and you end up forgetting yourself as well because you're just trying to prove a point. You're just trying to make a man out of something that you would want your son to look at and be like, my dad really tried. But in other words, what I'm going to say is that, guys, never ever in your life forget about yourself, what you're trying to make it in life. Whether you've got sons or whatever, don't ever forget that you also have a life to live. So don't ruin your life for the sake of trying to prove a point. You know, these little niggas, they'll figure it out when they grow, man. Remember, you're a man enough. How your dad raised you is how you're just gonna raise them niggas, man. You don't need possessions to prove a point. So don't ever risk your life into something that will ruin your life. So attention isn't love, but the only attention we can give is the only one that we can spare from our own time and schedule. So yeah, well, man, I don't let me know in the comment section if I've explained this to your liking, but to my liking, yeah, from my own experience, that's I feel like it's way enough like that, because if I really want to go deep in it, I'm like I'll be going to another topics that we'll have to discuss in the next episodes that are yet to come. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Link on there. Click on the subscription button and like and share. I don't know whatever you be doing, like, but let's just get into the 1,000 subscribers, man. Let's go into that. Up that, up that way, 10K, 100K. Who knows, man? Lord God, miracles. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. See you on the next episode.